Alright, before we jump in, let's start with a quick check-in nih. Okay, how are you feeling today?
I'm very excited, for this podcast, and I'm also excited for the discussion. Yeah.
For me, honestly, I'm very nervous right now.
Me, I'm very glad to be here. I'm very thankful for our host today.
for having us.
I'm kind of feeling nervous. Like, okay.
Okay, that's great to hear that. Let's start by getting to know you better, guys. Can each of you tell us your current field of study?
We're currently studying in psychology at University of State Jakarta, as you know.
Psychology is one of the most exciting fields of study. It must be very interesting to learn about how the mind works and affects behavior.
Speaking of psychology, I'm curious, what are some common stereotypes or misconceptions about this field that you have come across?
This is very exciting. This one's common. People often say psychology is easy, you just listen to people's problems, but that's so far from the truth. Our field involves statistics, research, and complex theories, and not just counseling.
One of the biggest stereotypes about psychology in Indonesia is the belief that only crazy people need to see a psychologist. Actually, in reality, psychology is wide, and many mentally healthy individuals seek help for various issues such as stress, anxiety, or relationship difficulties. But because this stigma, it pushes away the people who need help.
Okay, yeah, that's right for Salwa and Hanu, but for me, I feel like my family always asking me like, oh, you must be dealing with mentally ill people, or like you can't really do corporate work like others. But in reality, once I get to psychology, I get to know that not all my teachers come from clinical psychology.
Okay, wow, it's surprising how the misconception about the psychology can be.
Okay, let's discuss the problem. Why do you think people associate someone who goes to a psychologist with being crazy or having severe mental problems?
Okay, in my opinion, it's such an outdated perspective. Visiting a psychologist is no different from seeing doctor for physical health. It's about maintaining well-being, not necessarily treating severe disorders. Yeah.
I think this is very unfortunately because visiting a psychologist doesn't mean someone is crazy or anything like that. They are simply seeking help or treatment because they feel that their mind are no longer stable.
In my opinion, that's a very cliche and unfunny statement though. Sometimes we just need some help from the experienced one, from the pro or professional one. It applies the same if we go to invest in a consultant or like consultant just to get credible, trusted, and helpful guides or suggestion from the professionals. It is the same with the idea of going to psychologists. So you don't need to be mentally ill or ELAC to go to a psychologist.
I also agree that this stereotype is indeed outdated and should be changed immediately. As mentioned, being a psychologist doesn't mean you're crazy. It's more about taking care of your mental health. It's just like taking care of your physical health.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Let's clarify for our listeners who actually go to psychologists and what do psychologists really do.
I mean, many clients come for everyday issues like stress, anxiety, or relationship problems, not just severe mental disorders. And psychologists use evidence-based methods to help clients offering tools and strategies tailored to their needs. So it's suitable for clients.
In my opinion, by going to a psychologist, it doesn't mean that you are suffering from a severe mental illness or are crazy, as I mentioned earlier. People may visit psychologists because they feel that their mind are no longer stable or they may be experiencing excessive stress for education or work. The role of the psychologist is to assist those who seek help and support them in overcoming the troubling mind they are experiencing.
For me, as I said before, someone who goes to psychologist doesn't mean they are mentally ill. It may be someone who sees some signs from themselves that they seek some help. Yet the signs here doesn't mean that you are verified as someone who has a mental illness. It is just like a normal checkup and for how we take care of ourselves. And the other hand, psychologists have a lot of things on their plate. They do give us comprehensive mental and behavioral help.
Okay, so guys, so that's mean it's really important for people to understand that psychologists are here to support everyone facing challenge, be it stress, relationship issue, or even just maintaining mental health.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. So what do you think is the origin of this stereotype in society?
I think it stems from the lack of awareness and education in the past. Mental health issues were seen as taboo, something to be hidden rather than addressed.
Just like what Han said, it might stem from lack of education. People back in the day didn't really care about mental health. If they did, they would probably hide it out of fear of being labeled as abnormal or crazy.
I agree with Salwa and Han's opinion, and I think back then, here in Indonesia, we weren't really familiar with mental health issues, which leads to unawareness of those related to mental things. And it gave impact to numerous ODGJ or orang dengan jiwa who don't get the treatment they should have got. What the relation is the ODGJ, we're being treated awfully in our society, and we're being told to just go straight to the hospital. From there, everyone who goes to the psychiatric hospital or psychologist is kind of being labeled as people with mental disorder or ODGJ.
Okay, that's a good one. It seems like the stereotypes comes from ignorance and how society treats mental health issues, especially ODGJ.
Okay, what are the consequences of the stereotype for people who actually need help?
I mean, the impact is huge, right? Many people avoid seeking help because they're afraid of being judged or labeled as crazy, leaving their issues unresolved. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Actually, the impacts are certainly various, and this can be dangerous for themselves or those around them. What started off as a bad situation can worsen because it wasn't addressed from the beginning. If they don't receive treatment or help promptly, very serious consequences could occur.
I think because of this stereotype, there may be hundreds of people who feel ashamed or scared if they go to a psychologist, and it can possibly make it get worse. It is possible if they need some treatment or therapy, but they didn't get that due to the stereotype.
That's a really powerful analogy. It's clear that these stereotypes can cause people to avoid seeking the help they need, which only makes the situation worse in the long run. If we want to prevent those serious consequences, it's essential to break down the stigma.
Yes, that's right, Lee. And what can we do to change society's perspective to be more open to mental health and psychologists?
Probably education is the key. Education is the key. School, communities, and also media need to spread awareness about mental health and normalize seeking help.
Besides that, we have to educate. I think it's really important to make it familiar and common for everyone. From the smallest step, like it is totally fine to feel what we feel and to accept every emotion that we have, may lead to a bigger and more powerful impact.
Besides what Hanwa and Nashwa have already said, perhaps we should start paying more attention to our own mental health and that of the people around us. Honestly, in my opinion, our environment and the people around us have a significant impact on our mental health.
Wow, you guys gave a really a good one. It is clear that education, recognition, and attention to mental health issues are the key steps to breaking stereotypes.
Okay, last meeting. What message would you give to someone has hesitant to see psychologists because of the stigma?
Okay, don't let stereotypes stop you from prioritizing your mental health. Seeking help is show strength, not weakness.
From me, remember, you don't have to handle everything alone. Do it for yourself and the people you love.
Now or never, think of it as a regular checkup. It's better to address issues early than let them worsen.
Yeah, okay, such a great message for all of you guys. It's really empowering to hear that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. I hope those listening today feel inspired to break down the stigma and take the first step if they need it.
Okay, thank you so much, Hanu, Salwa, and Nashwa, for sharing their thoughts and experiences with us today. It was a very exciting and fun discussion.
Yeah, guys, thank you for
Thank you.
having us.
We're very glad to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, that's a wrap for today. Episode Gen Z Still Decide. We had such insightful discussion, breaking down the myths and stereotypes about psychology, highlighting the importance of seeking help or mental well-being.
That's right. Looking after our mental health is just as important as looking after our physical health. Don't let stereotypes prevent us from getting the support we need.
Okay, and thank you for our listeners for turning on. We hope today's episode inspires you to rethink the way we view mental health and psychology.
Take care of your health for each other. Until next time, stay healthy mentally and physically.
Bye everyone!